Right, here we are. It's day 2 and right now it's 8:30 in the morning. There's a minor update. I actually ended up changing from the emergency department to the internal medicine department. And I explained that after my rotation, but the first part of my morning just went as, getting the paperwork done for moving to the internal medicine department. There were a couple of documents which I had to photocopy, and I got it done. So now I'm headed back to the internal medicine department and finally submit these documents before I can start my rotation for today. So it's 3 p.m. and I finally got done now, and yeah, it was actually a pretty cool day today, much better than yesterday. And yesterday I was at emergency department, and I was actually going to be at the emergency department for 2 weeks, but today I ditched it and switched to internal medicine for 2 weeks. And I think it was a very wise decision, and I explained that soon why, yeah, I'm gonna be here at internal medicine for 2 weeks, 1 week at infectious diseases and 1 week at gastro, before I finish off my elective with the last week in surgery. So it was actually a pretty interesting day today because it was my first day at infection, and the sort of diseases people have here, like the infection diseases, we don't really see them much in Norway. For example, HIV AIDS. Saw a couple of patients with HIV AIDS, and then there were TB patients, and then along with that, also malaria. I mean, this is the sort of stuff you don't normally see that much in Norway. So it was quite nice to, sort of experience how these patients present. And second of all, it was a cool day because there were quite a few medical students at the ward, at the infectious diseases ward. So I got to know them, they were very friendly and very helpful. So it was sort of fun being around, other medical students, and all of them were final year medical students, because medical school over here is 5 years, not 6 years, compared to Norway and most of Europe. So there were final year medical students, and one thing that really surprises me is the amount of autonomy, or the amount of freedom final year medical students have over here when they are at the wards, because they are basically working as junior doctors. That's what they're doing, because in final year here in Tanzania, you mostly have your rotation. So you are, let's say, at the surgery department for 8 weeks, and then you are at the internal medicine infection department for the next 6 weeks, and then you are at pulmonology for the next 5 weeks. So your entire final year, your 5th year of medical school here, is basically spent at the wards. Honestly, I'm starving right now, so I'll just head back home and have some biryani, which I ordered last night. And then I will explain why I ditched emergency medicine and switched to internal medicine. Alright, so this is a biryani that I ordered yesterday. Just gonna have that. So I just tasted this biryani, and honestly I'm not that impressed, because it's more like chicken with rice and some spices. It does not have that biryani taste in its traditional sense. So I'm not really okay. So up till now, honestly, Tanzanian food, or the food here in general, has failed to impress me. Maybe I have too high standards in terms of taste, because Pakistani and Indian food, like Desi food, is known for its insanely amazing taste and the richness of its flavors. But I think I just have to go with the flow, even though I ordered this biryani from, I think, an Indian restaurant, but they still don't have that rich taste over here, that rich flavor. The reason I changed from emergency medicine after just 1 day in the department is because the day was pretty much, chaotic. Or the ER it's just full chaos over there, and the doctors are also super busy. My supervisor, even though he was very nice, Dr. Tariq, it's nothing against him, but when you are at your elective, you want somebody to be there for you all the time, so you can ask people questions, and somebody can explain to you brief about the patient histories and tell you everything. But when there is so much stuff going on, doctors have so much stuff to do, nurses have also so much stuff to do, there are so many patients, it's pretty much chaotic stuff. So it's really hard for me also as a student to grasp really what's going on, because you have one patient with something, and you have another patient with heart failure, you have one more patient with something else. To be very honest, just judging by the day, how it went today, I'm pretty happy, and I think it was a very wise decision, because I got to do stuff, I got to see stuff, I got to see a supraclavicular lymph node biopsy, I got to take like blood samples by myself. And taking blood samples over here, it was completely different to the way we take blood samples in Norway, or like the way nurses take it in Norway. Yo Sapiens, make sure that you punch and kick that subscribe button, and if you're enjoying this medical elective in Tanzania series, then check out this playlist over here with all the other episodes from this series. That's it for day 6. I'll see you guys on day 7.